It's quick.
Some of these around his ankles. He probably does.
Yeah. Well, he like that too.
Like I said, I know a lot of people know your grandparents, Chris, and they know the stories from the the movies and all that other stuff. But tell us about yourself. Like what are you all about, and what's the foundation all about? Yeah, leave me out. Been trying to leave me out of this whole show.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's been crazy. So yeah, everybody, just so y'all know tonight, Dana is going to actually kind of, run the show. Hey, everybody. How's it going? We look green tonight.
I know. I keep telling you that.
So we have a great guest scheduled for tonight. Unfortunately, he had to cancel. President Biden was supposed to be on tonight, but as everybody knows, he has COVID, so he will not be joining us. But that's okay. We got somebody better. We got our very own Adam, the Black Swamp Medium. Adam, what's up?
What's up?
You beat out the president, brother.
Well,
I'm
not sure if I should be. Should I be grateful for that, or No, we're not going political. We're not going political.
No. You were number 2 though on our list.
No. Well, all right,
Oh, hey, Tramp. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Don. How's it going? It's been a while since we've been on. I almost forgot how to do this. We wanted to have Adam come on at least for a little bit in the first part of the show, and then we're going to have somebody come on and do some live readings here. There's an event that's going on here in a couple weeks, and I'm going to let Adam take it away. Should we wait a couple minutes till we get more people in here, maybe?
I would wait a couple
Let's
minutes.
wait a couple minutes.
How
Now
are you
we're all
guys
pausing
doing?
like,
Yeah, we're just going to sit here.
Yeah, we just got back from a mini vacay.
Yeah.
I mean, if everybody's back. Well, I didn't post
Let's go,
anything
Butch.
on the Boo page, but we celebrated my youngest daughter's 21st birthday
Yeah, I
at
had it.
Quentin Bay.
I have a reputation to uphold. I can't be putting that kind of
Yeah,
shenanigans
right.
on the boot page anymore.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Actually, Adam, here's
I
what
have
we're
to
going
go
to do
to
at
the bathroom for a
Halloween.
minute.
You know what?
Halloween
Though?
What's that?
I was going to say, I was really curious as to how much those fishbowl drinks were.
They weren't
How
that
much?
much.
How much what?
The fish bowls.
The fish bowls, actually, they have a tiny one that was smaller than the one we got, and that was like 13, or it was
Yeah, it's
15,
20,
and the
24.
one we got was 26, and refills were 24.
And it was a half a gallon. It was 60
Yeah.
ounces.
I was going to say, as soon as I saw them, I'm like, holy smokes.
And
What?
we drank 3 of those things, and I don't think we were there half an hour. It was like a puff pass party. It was pass, just went around the tables. It's in front of you, you hit it. It's one of them.
What do you know what was in it? I mean, is there a certain flavor or what, what was the concoction of
something blue and probably rum. I mean,
Okay.
It tasted really like a fruit punch type thing.
Got it. So
Yeah, I
they
don't-
mixed it just perfectly enough to where you really can't tell that there's
Yeah.
rum in it.
Yeah, we hit
Okay.
that place after the mojito bar,
Okay.
and so me and Blake pretty much once we hit the mojito bar, it's all. There's no more memory after that, so
Right.
I don't even remember what the hell we were drinking.
I was wondering because I'm like, that was a lot of drink, and I'm like, the photos. I'm going,
Yeah.
is everybody walking straight after
Yeah.
this one?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, me and a couple of us partook more during the day than others. And I'm not gonna say who. Let's see,
It is
Dana,
what it
she's
is.
not here.
Right. Hey, but you had a good time. It looked like.
Yeah, we had a blast. It was, and not only that too. Here's like, I got there Friday and had absolutely no cell phone service. All I had was Wi-Fi at the house.
Wow.
But it did something to my phone. Everybody else, if you turn your phone off and turn it back on, you get service. But I didn't do that. And man, was that freaking great. Like seriously, not having, like, you don't know how much you check your phone until you can't check it. You know what I mean?
You're right.
It was fantastic. I really needed that. I really needed to do that, get away for the weekend and disconnect. And, you know, it was needed. It was a good thing.
You'd be surprised. I mean, I was hanging out with a couple people on Friday last week because I was on vacation all week, and I really never touched my cell phone, like just occasionally. But yeah, I mean, for me, it was nice because even though I was on vacation, I just didn't feel like it was necessary to look at it. So my whole thing was to hang out with a couple people in particular, and we just had a good time, and I just really could care less about what my cell phone was doing.
And that's how I was, and I think it was more because I was under the impression that I couldn't use it. So oh well, cool. You know, it was fantastic. I should probably do that more often. Come home on a Friday and just put it down.
Yeah.
I mean, not all the time, but just it was nice. I mean, I checked it at the house when we got back because we had Wi-Fi, but I didn't really go on Facebook. I checked to see if there was anything important, and that was pretty much it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was just gonna say, yeah. I mean, I do. I mean, because even for me, like a couple of weeks ago, I did the whole thing where I literally dropped off of social media for like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
And you know, there was multiple reasons for it, but at the same time, I've always done that like once a year at least, where a couple days, 3 days, and just kind of not looked at anything. And I think we all need that. I mean, you know, not that I'm telling everybody they should, but you know, it is kind of nice to just put the phone down or turn off all the notifications to all your social media, because you can always turn it back on.
Yeah.
But it is kind of a nice relief. I mean, because, you know, we're so dependent on it. And think about it. There's so many memes. You go out in public and what do? You look across a room, you look across the, you know, a mall or whatever, a store, and everybody is eventually looking down at a phone. And it's kind of sad because that's all we do is we look down. We're always looking down.
There was somebody put a piece of art, I think it was in Amsterdam, and it's a park bench with 3 people sitting on it looking at their cell phones. You know, with all the beauty in the background, and the cell phones are just lit up. I mean, it's kind of a cool little art piece.
Yeah.
So speaking of cell phone isolation, will you be doing that here in a couple of weeks?
We prefer it, but obviously if you know, certain people need to double check on things and make sure things are, I mean, airplane mode would be nice during certain elements, but at the same time, I mean, it's not a good thing to have that thing, you know, going off, or you know, even then, even if you put it in silent mode to still hear things move, you know, vibrating type of thing, you know, to where it's distracting. So
I'm sorry, we're going to have a medium on later, so I just want everybody to, if you want a reading tonight, go ahead and chime in the comments, and I will write your name down and you'll go in order. Adam is not doing the readings. We're going to have somebody else do them. Adam is here to talk about an event.
Woohoo!
Take it away.
Yeah, I mean, well, I appreciate the opportunity to do that. In a couple of weeks, August 6th and 7th, I partnered up with a school that I learned from. I mean, basically the path that I've been on for a while now, and how even then, how the mediumship started was basically from this class. Not that you learn mediumship, it was just the starting point. You know, we all have to start somewhere, and it's not always easy just to jump into mediumship because there's a lot of other things that you don't know about. But the class is called Shamanic Journeys, and it's actually going to be held out in Swanton, and it's a school that they do basically outdoor survival. So I mean, a lot of us that, you know, have kind of not, you know, that gotten away from living out, camping, that sort of thing, but the school is based around outdoor, you know, living and stuff. So they also teach a different side of things where Shamanic Journeys comes in. So I learned on it, and it was just one of those things that kind of called to me. So it changed my life. I mean, I would not be doing mediumship if it wasn't from that class. There's no way, if I would have gone back to 2005 would I be doing this right now? Would I be having clients? Would I be doing events and all that stuff? So it was a segue to where it opened other doors, other opportunities for me. Not that that would do that for anybody else that attends the class, but you know, it is mostly the I guess I should just really just point it out that the class is really about you. It's learning how to communicate with your guides. A lot of you that might be religious, you can call them angels, however it is. It really doesn't matter. But you get an opportunity. We're going to go through meditations all day on Saturday and most of the day on Sunday. And you're just going to learn step by step this process of learning to communicate. There's not a guarantee that you will meet them in this class, but you're going to be able to have the opportunity to record these guided meditations. You can take them home and then work on them. You can practice them in your own time because you're going to have to. If you want to achieve the fact of being able to be relaxed more, you want to be able to get some information, because we can all reach out to everybody anywhere and say, hey, you know, what do you think I should do? Well, you have guides, you have angels that are going to be able to jump in and be like, they're going to know the real thing.
Yeah.
You know, we've all had experiences, but your guides and angels are going to know what's best for you. And I've never been wronged by who they are. And so it's fantastic that I've been able to use them anytime I need to. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of it, this first class is just about getting the techniques down, learning how to sit in silence, even because there will be opportunities where you're not going to have somebody guiding you through the meditation, but you're going to be able to on your own. So that way you will get that opportunity to practice. But it's a lot of lectures, but it's also fun. There's not going to be anything that's like, you're not going to be like sleepy. You're not going to be tired. We're going to have fun. We're going to be around the campfires. You know, I'm even adding to the class, because I'm now a co-teacher for this. I'm going to be adding Native American flute to it. So some of the guided meditations will have my flute playing in the background. Not all of them, but a few of them.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yep.
Because I know what I've experienced with it once already, and I'm excited for that.
Yep.
So this is going to be like a Woodstock for mediums.
Yeah.
I mean, you can look at it like that, sure. But it's a little bit more down to earth. I mean, it is a lot more. I mean, but it is fun. But you got to remember, you know, when I looked at the class, it called to me, you know, and I think a lot of people sometimes are confused about where their path should be. Even whatever, it doesn't matter how old you are or what point in your life you are at. You know, you could be 80 years old and this calls to you. You could be 15 and it calls to you. It doesn't really matter. It's just how it works out for you. So,
like Jerry just said in the comments, he said, but you don't have to be a medium to attend.
Nope, not at all. This has nothing to do with mediumship. Not even in the there's nothing mediumship here about
people
this.
that don't have my skills can still.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, the mediumship came 7 years after I took the very first class. So
you said it was more. So when you took it, that's where you learned a lot of your survival skills, correct?
Well, not this class, but the class, I went to the school because I wanted to get back outdoors. There was that calling, which ties into the shamanic stuff, because shamanic journeys, shamans live in nature. They have to be a part of it. So using the elements, using Earth Mother to do energy work, that's where you have to be connected to that. So whether you use her, whether you use some of the animals that are around, whether you use trees and just anything that's living, I mean, rocks, they all can provide to help you with certain aspects of your journey. But it's the point of just being able to sit there and tap into things. I talk about it on my show all the time, is always getting out into nature, even for a few minutes. You know, our DNA, our bodies are used to being outside. So to have the opportunity to connect with it and utilize it to help you, we're not talking anything mediumship. We're not talking paranormal. None of that stuff exists. Right. It's for you personally, just to help recharge you, help get rid of some crap that shouldn't be in you. You know, like, you know, if you're subjected to negative energy all the time, there's ways to get rid of that, you know. So
this is a side note real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, this is how Jeff does his outdoor grounding. He goes to the mojito bar and walks in the sand.
Very
I mean, you know, Hey, if he's barefoot and he's touching the sand, I mean, he's not too far off.
And I also tried to get in touch with nature on Saturday night after we had
Oh, yes,
made
he
our
did.
rounds to all the bars. But I thought it was a great time to go Bigfoot hunting.
There you go.
Thank God they hid the golf cart keys from me. Although they did inform me that no, they were actually on the counter. You could have grabbed them at any time.
Yep.
But I would have never got past the combination lock. It was on
Right.
the golf
Golf
cart.
cart.
So are there spots available for people to take this class?
Absolutely, yeah.
Give the details like the dates and times and,
Yep.
and cost
Yeah.
and all
So the main part of the class is 6th and 7th of August. So in about 2 weeks from this weekend.
that. That's a Saturday and Sunday, right?
Yep, Saturday, Sunday. Friday is an optional day. So some of you that might want to get off work, and just come on out. You have the opportunity to camp
Yep.
at the location. But there's also hotels not that far away, about 10, 15 minutes away. So, you don't have to sit there and be completely, roughing it, so to speak. I mean, there is bathrooms available and things, but yeah, so 6 and 6 is the main part of the class. And you will,
See you, Trent.
we will have, on Saturday, you will have lunch and dinner. And then Sunday, you'll have breakfast and lunch provided. That's a part of the tuition, the fee to get in,
Yep.
so to speak. To sign up for it, you have to go to survivalschool.com. Survivalschool.com. And you will look up Shamanic Journeys. And you can go into the classes or you can go into the calendar. This is my friend's school. This is called, the school is called Midwest Native Skills Institute. But you could go in there and you could look up Shamanic Journeys, and then you can sign up for it. You can see how there's a drop down for Shamanic Journeys 1. And then, that's the way to sign up to be a part of the class.
Okay.
And the fee has been reduced just for this because this is the first time we're doing it in this area. Typically, the class is usually out in the Cleveland, around the Cleveland suburbs of Cleveland, but I've been wanting to push it closer to our area, the Toledo area, because I have a lot of Michigan friends as well that I've been trying to push to show up. But yeah, we still got room available. I mean, we're doing well. I would love to see it grow even more. So I mean, if people are interested, I'd love to see it get even bigger. But last I remember, the numbers were way better than I could have imagined. I mean, I'd love to see it even higher, like I said, but we're doing well. So yeah, plenty of room. And again, you can certainly camp. And if not, you can grab a hotel, or if you live local, you can just drive back and forth. I mean, whatever, feels good for you.
There's a pond on site. You can swim in.
There is. Yep,
The
absolutely.
grounds are
There's woods,
beautiful.
There's buffalo.
Yep.
Like I'm not even joking.
You might be able to
Most of what I
get
say
a
is
glimpse if they're in the
BS.
right field.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
see the
If they're in the
buffalo,
right
there's
spot, you
horses.
see the
We-
you see Longhorn down the road.
We are hoping, I think that was one of the things we were going to try to do is get the buffalo released in the field that's closest to the class.
Cool. Yeah.
So we're hoping that'll happen because then we could be over there and take part of that. And then,
Carmen's friends with them. I'm
Yeah.
sure she can make
Yeah.
it happen. But I'm sure it depends on their feeding schedule and their field schedule.
Yeah. Yep.
But, yeah, I've driven by when they're in the field that you can see them. It's like,
It's so
what the
cool.
hell? We got buffalo.
Yeah.
in Toledo?
But then when you go just down a little bit further, then you have the Longhorn.
yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, how cool is that? And then
Yep.
you have, of course, then I know from my experience of being on Carmen's land at night, there's so many things that happen. But
Yep.
then if you put on top of it Adam playing his native flute music, the things you hear is crazy. Just, I mean, you hear it's like all the animals are coming out and you can hear them walking through. And even me, I've had experiences I've never experienced by just doing the meditation with the flute. Crazy. I mean, it's just crazy. So I'm excited for this.
It really does. Even me, like you said, I mean, obviously my gifts and abilities are superior to most, but I even had a really, really good experience with the flute thing. I mean, that was.
You did. You really
It was
did.
very
Because
open.
it calms you down. It takes you down to a place where you just notice like crickets or a bird walking.
Mhm.
I mean, you notice every little nature
Everything.
sound, and it was, you definitely got to be in the mindset. You got to put yourself in the place to relax. But once you do, man, it was really, really cool experience.
Even the class, even the music, everything is about just being open.
Yep.
I mean, it's so easy to say it, but you have to really trigger your mind to just open up to things because, you know, everybody's, you know, believes in something. I mean, we could go to all the different levels that we all exist. I mean, you know, some of us have all this political stuff and, you know, you know, whatever. But there's some things that you just have to be open to because you don't know, and don't just go by what you read in a news thing.
Right.
Experience it and then make your decision, but don't just always rely on something that somebody's saying. You know, I could say till I blew my face, this is one of the greatest classes I've ever been a part of. One, just to learn it, but then to be able to, I was a teaching assistant for years and now I get to be a co-teacher of it. So, you know, I could say it till I'm blue in the face, but that doesn't mean anything to anybody. Everybody has to make their decision.
Have no arms.
You know why? You know why?
I just noticed you have no arms.
Do you want to?
You have green on your T-shirt.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I just saw your hands and I'm like, magic.
That's why weathermen don't wear, because I think they use blue screens. I think they're used to.
They use green.
Yeah. Well, they're not allowed to wear green stuff.
Yeah. No, that's
There.
funny. There. It was
There,
so
yeah.
it
There you go.
was so funny. I'm like, he has no arms. I'm like, where?
Yeah, I know. I realized that I was wearing a green shirt and I didn't think about it because we kind of threw this together and I'm like, oh, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, this was absolutely a last minute show. My dad asked me, he texted me if we were doing a show, and we were supposed to actually have a tech guy on tonight. This guy builds some really, really cool stuff. Like
Nice.
he's got this one thing he showed me. You can, and it's a real time thing. I don't know how he does it, but you can, whatever device you can plug into a wall,
Okay.
plug it into this first, and it'll reverse the sweep. So like you can plug a radio into this or a TV, and it'll real time reverse sweep the TV
Okay.
or the radio. I'm like, that's some trippy stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
That is.
So we're gonna definitely have him on sometime. He's got some other cool ITC stuff that he works on.
Heck
And
yeah.
plus, he can explain to us a lot of the gear that people buy. Like he's definitely not a fan of like Go Stop and
Right.
because he builds the stuff. He knows what it costs to make it. He sees
Yes.
what they charge,
Oh, of
and
course.
how it's made, and it's not always on the.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. I'll be watching.
Yeah, I want to get back into doing the shows again consistent. We kind of dropped out a little bit because of the booth thing, and then other stuff happened.
Life,
That
man.
happened. It just
Life.
when you get out of
Life
the habit of
happens.
doing it, it's hard to get back into doing it.
Well, and it's
Oh.
summertime too, so we have vacations, and then like my daughter's in town that's normally not here, so she's here for 2
Yep.
weeks, and so it's crazy.
Yep. No, it's awesome. No, I mean, you that's like anything. We have to just take it for what it is, and you miss a show, and
Yep.
you just,
And
yeah.
then next week comes up, it's like, I didn't schedule anybody. But you do yours solo, so it's a little different for you. I mean,
Yeah.
but we've done the last three or four that we've done just us two. We didn't even have guests. So,
Right.
but yeah, there's definitely a few people in the Warren Foundation that I want to talk to and stuff like
Good.
that. We're gonna have on the show. There's a wealth of resources in that, in that group of people. So
That's amazing.
we can have some guests on that. I'm going to play for us. Were you done talking about the camp, or was
Yeah,
there anything we forgot? Okay.
No, that's perfect. So, I mean, if anybody's interested, August 5th and 6th, that's coming up in a couple weeks. And,
Yep.
No,
yep,
is it 6th and 7th?
survivalschool.com.
Is it 6th and 7th?
6th and 7th. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah,
with
because I know the
Saturday,
5th
Sunday.
is a Friday, so it's
6th
Friday
and 7th.
afternoon or Friday evening, and then 6th and 7th.
Right. Yep.
So, and if I will try and put the link to the survivalschool.com in the comments and stuff.
Oh, you
Jerry
gotta
wants a
take her
reading
on a
this week.
reading.
Dad wants one too. He texted me.
Okay, if anybody wants a reading, go ahead and type that you want a reading, and we'll go ahead and do those readings.
So, so if anybody, forgets the name or whatever, and they really, maybe they want to think about it for a couple days and go,
Yep.
oh crap, I forgot what it was. Reach out to Adam, the Black Swamp Medium, or us.
Yep.
Or
You can even go to survivalschool.com
Yep.
and you can email there. Tom is the head instructor, the owner of the school. So you can easily, send even questions there. So if you don't want to hit any one of us up, you can certainly hit him up, and it totally would answer anything. And like I said, it's, Friday's the optional day, so if you wanted to come out early, but other than that, yes, Saturday and Sunday, the 6th and 7th, there's the main part of the class, and so it's going to be a good time. I know we'll be starting about 9 a.m. on Saturday and try to end Sunday by about 4, maybe 5 at the latest or so, but that way people can get home, especially if they have to travel a little bit and things like that, if they're not local.
Yep. Yeah. It's always nice to get home earlier on a Sunday from the event, just because you need a little bit to gear up for work the next day.
I do know of a couple people. Well, I don't know them personally, but I know they're traveling at least 2 hours to get to the class.
Oh, really?
So they obviously they will definitely want to be, getting out, 4 or 5 to get home in a couple hours.
Do you guys have a flyer for this?
I mean, not a true official flyer other than the website of the location and stuff like that. But, I wonder if I might be able, once I jump off, I might be able to grab it and maybe dump it in the comments when you continue. Okay. I think I can do that.
I want to post it on the page.
I don't know I don't know if you can add pictures onto it, but what you can do afterwards, we can just post it onto our page.
Yeah. I mean, I'll try it. I'll see if the at least the website will go, because anybody can just copy it and then just paste it in their search engine. So, but I at least can do that for you guys.
Cool.
Yeah.
So if you want to hang out and watch this, you are more than welcome to. But I'm going to play. So another thing that I'm doing is I'm producing some content for the Warren Foundation for their Patreon page, and I'm going to show a video of a show that we're going to do. It's like an intro video.
Okay, first, Adam, do you want a reading?
I think you should get a reading.
I think so.
Let's invite our next guest. Do you want one?
I mean, I'm in. I mean, why not? I mean, let's go.
All right.
Are we going to do it now, or are you going to show the video?
We'll do it now. We'll show the video later.
Okay. So Adam's getting the first reading.
Let me get
I am not. Whoa! I am not doing the readings, not yet. But the Green Swamp Medium is doing the readings.
Let me get in the right frame of mind here.
This is Adam's.
You will step on the soil of many countries.
Wow.
I know exactly what all that means, but
I believe it.
my guy
really
is a little pastry.
A little pastry. That's what gets you going.
What works, man? That's where I get my inspiration from.
I mean, people use different methods. I mean, whatever works for you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Really well.
Perfect. Look at that thing.
So, the first ever Green Swamp live medium show.
There it
This
is.
is in full progress here. All right, who's next? See, yours are a little more in depth.
He's not. This is his
I'm
first
just
time
starting.
doing readings.
Yep,
So
yep.
You
I'll
have
do.
to start somewhere.
Exactly.
It's always about, you got to put your foot forward. He's doing that. That's all. That's where it begins.
I think I should do a gallery reading pretty soon.
okay, yeah, Adam, I'm going to text you something afterwards.
Okay.
This is just weird. It's just that. Okay, this is weird. He's doing readings, but I'm getting something as well. So
Ooh,
yeah.
Text me.
Oh, you're
Hit
just
me up.
trying to show me up is what.
No. So I'm just like, I just got a vibe. So I'm like,
Perfect.
yeah. So I
That
will
works.
message you that later.
Let me hear it. Yeah, definitely.
So Jerry, your reading is hang on, I'm trying to read it. A friend is a present. A friend is a present you give yourself. Jerry, words of wisdom. These are cheap ones. They don't even have the lottery numbers on the back. Bullshit. Bull crap. I mean, I can mail it to you. It might get a little stale. They're not
Right.
We'll save it for Don the next time.
That's a bargain. That whole bag of readings is $2.
Look at that, dude.
So if I charge,
So Don, do you want a reading?
so if I charge $300 for a gallery reading, minus $2 for fortune cookies, that's a $298 profit. I will take that all day.
You will.
Now you got to do your dad's.
Okay, so Dad, this one's for you. You want a cookie?
No, I don't want to.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can only eat so many.
We're gonna have lots of cookie. Boo and Bubba are gonna be very happy for
Yep.
snacks.
Actually, we'll do Don's first. See if you're watching.
This is Don's.
Don, this is
Don's
your reading.
I like what he said.
Confidential clip clues you into a great financial deal. And it's not the lottery numbers because they're not included on this $2 cookies. I mean, reading cookies. So Don, there's your reading. Oh, Dad's back in here, so
Okay.
let's go ahead and do his. Wait, expired. Okay. Okay, Dad, here's your reading. This is from the Green Swamp Medium. It's the first ever live show on readings. Act on those new ideas you have generated. That actually applied. Yeah, I could take that.
So that was your dad's.
Yeah. So that's your Green Swamp Medium reading live.
Dad's
July.
like, what?
And just so everybody knows too. Hang on a minute. I'm stepping on a cookie. Oh,
Yeah, don't step on a cookie.
Yeah.
It's bad luck.
brush it. But just so everybody knows too, I don't ever want people to think I'm making fun of meetings because I,
Right.
you
He'd
know,
get
I,
in trouble.
right. I totally respect you guys. Us guys. I'm not making fun of it at all. It's just like I want, like, I don't know. I don't want to say I want to be part of the club, but this is my only way to get into the club.
This whole Green Swamp Medium thing started because Carmen, Adam, and I had a chat going on.
Right.
And he's like, well, dang, I felt left out. And so we had to make a group that he was included in. So
Yep.
I named the chat Swamp Crew.
Yep.
And so from Swamp Crew, it became the Green Swamp. We were doing something. He goes, well, I'm going to be the Green Swamp Medium. I was like, okay.
The Yellow Swamp may do some readings here too at some point. So
Yeah, and then
Yes.
I don't know what we were doing, but then Jerry has now chimed in that he wants to be the Yellow Swamp.
Yellow
Medium.
swamp. Yeah.
So we're slowly. Somebody else said a color
I
too.
think
Somebody
he
said
said
they
that.
wanted to be a white swamp medium. I don't know who it was though.
My dad has
Oh
chimed
yeah,
in.
he wants to be plaid. Wasn't
Plaid.
he? Plaid swamp medium. Yeah.
The plaid swamp.
So our swamp and like mind you, still it's only the four of us in this chat. But
Right.
everybody wants to be mediums with us, and so
Right.
it's kind of fun.
It
And
is.
And Jeff laughs at me because like I'm slowly starting to
I
do.
don't laugh at you for that.
No, you just laugh because sometimes some of the stuff that comes up I like weirdly. But I'm slowly starting to get like some reads, and so that's what that's why I'm kind of excited for the class, so I can kind of expand that on that a little bit.
In all honesty, I've even had a few moments recently
Yeah.
where I've had I don't want to like a burst of mediumship, if that makes any sense. Like
He gets moments of
there was there was one job I was at. It's out in Tintagony, and it was around Christmas time this year. But the previous Christmas, her father-in-law passed away, and so they've had some goofy things. Actually, she went to a medium and stuff, and the medium told her specific details about the flower arrangement at the funeral and stuff. No one would have ever known that it was what's a stupid bird they'll hunt? Pheasant. It was made out of pheasant tails.
Wow.
So how would somebody just have randomly guessed that? So anyway, there's all these things that tied to that. And we're talking about that, and with everything in me, there was a voice talking into my ear. You tell her that I'm here, I'm watching them, and everything's okay. And it kept telling me to tell her that, but I'm just like, she's going to think I'm nuts if I say this. And then they had Christmas cards taped onto their basement door.
Mhm.
And then right after that, the Christmas card dropped. It was, and I thought she saw it, but she didn't. I said, and I asked her a few minutes later, I said, you saw that, right? She's like, no, what? I said, go look at your floor over there. You got a card on the floor. And she's like, oh my gosh. She was like freaking out.
But then you also had the tape recorders.
Yep. would that classify as mediumship though?
Yes, because you asked for them and they returned them to you.
I think I've told that story 100 times.
Oh yeah.
Told that. And Don, no, I will not be guaranteeing any of this. This fine Chinese company might though. So yeah, I'm not
hey,
making,
you.
I just want to be clear because I know in the Warren group pages and stuff like that, sometimes I'll make comments and I know people look at them like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? It's like, you have to know me. Like, and usually I'll explain every so often, just, so they know, but I think they know me now enough.
Come on.
So.
Hey,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you still got to have fun. You still got to, you can't be serious every single second of the day and things. So,
and a lot of, let's be honest, a lot of paranormal people take themselves way too serious.
Say, there's Boo.
I know what I know. I'm constantly
There's
learning.
Bubba.
I will never ever think that I know everything.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of people out there that do.
There you go.
We all should be learning regardless of where we are in life and what we're doing. I mean, even in your own professions of what your careers are. I mean, there's always something to learn to make yourself better at what you do and what you love to do. So, you shouldn't stop learning ever. I mean, and even then, for those of us that do this type of stuff, metaphysical, holistic, it never does end because things change, things evolve. I mean, I've completely changed a lot of my stuff that I do.
Yeah.
I mean, even my gallery readings have changed, from when I started to where I am now, completely different. You know what I mean? And that's the cool part about it because you just don't expect it, but you just work with it. Like I said already, you evolve with anything. And so, I won't stop learning until the day I cross over. That's just the way I look at it.
When I started this, I have totally changed all of my beliefs pretty much about paranormal since I started. I legit was one of those like church people that thought everything, haunted was a demon. Every spirit encounter was demonic. They were tricking you. Like that's not your mom. That's a demon trying to imitate your mom.
Right.
And demons do operate like that.
Sure.
But it's like I said, I came from a background where all hauntings were demonic. And there's still a lot of people out there today that I talk to that, we've a couple cases in the foundation. There was a church that convinced this lady that she's possessed. And of course they can help for $250 a session prepaid, and it's going to be at least 6 sessions at least to help you. The lady didn't have the money, but they scared her to the point that she paid it. She skipped paying bills to pay this bill, and they would always call and make sure she was coming, and it was always prepaid. You weren't allowed to go until you prepaid, and it made me sick, And then she had another team come in, and they took a bunch of pictures and all this stuff of their house, of this lady's house, and man, they had these orbs, they had shadow figures, they had more paranormal activity at this house than I've ever had throughout my career. Evidence. So you go on their website, as you scroll, each location that they've been to, they have the same shadow figures, the exact same orbs. They're different sizes, but they're the details of them are all the same. And they're unlike it. It looks like the coronavirus, but green, in every freaking picture. I'm like, that pisses me off. I can't out this group because it is a private case and it's all anonymity needs to be maintained, blah, blah, blah. Actually, you can see the interview with this lady on the Warren Legacy Foundation Patreon page. Because I spent hours taking any personal information out. I blurred her, location, everything that would identify who she is and where she's at. I took it out. So, Kelly wants to read.
Yeah, I was going to say, I asked her if she wanted one.
Yeah, that's a bit of bad news too, is that Donna and Kelly, the school got sold. Unlike the news reporting, it looked like said that basically Donna and Kelly were bad people, so the school got taken from them. I'm just kidding. But I think the news story was kind of goofy as far as what they said. But yeah, so anyway, back to that one story. So you can really screw with people. In these groups that run around to do this, I'm seeing it more and more, and it's it's even the best mediums are only right 70% of the time, at least
Sure.
according to Lorraine Warren. I mean,
Sure.
so it's you got to take it for what it is, and there's and you know as well as we do, there's a lot of people out there claiming to be mediums that are as much as I am. You know, like I had one medium encounter at a job site with that lady, and I
Right.
think I'm going to run around telling people, oh, guess what? Guess who's around? Yeah, Kelly, we're doing readings tonight.
Mhm.
Would you
Would
like
you like
one?
one?
Kelly should get one. Kelly
Yeah.
really should.
Kelly needs one.
Yes. Hang on, let me tap in here real quick. The smart thing to do is be you. Just saying.
There's your reading, Kelly.
I think that's
I will tell you. I wish I could push the camera down. Boo is enjoying these readings
Yeah.
right now. Let me tell you, she is highly enjoying this because one thing is the readings shells are very good for her because they don't contain a lot of stuff that she can't have. So she's happy about this right now.
I agree with Don. A lot of this stuff comes
it's not me. It's not me, Kelly.
No, Green Swamp Medium did the readings today.
It's all Green Swamp tonight.
we gave Adam the night off.
That's right.
No, Adam was on. Kelly, go back and rewatch. He was talking about a cool class they were doing. Out in Swanton. But yeah, a lot of there's another thing I saw not too long ago. This guy was posting on a paranormal team. He was looking to start a paranormal team. He's been doing it for years. And I have 30,000 followers and I get this many likes a week. That was his resume, looking for people to be on a ghost team, was his followers and likes for
Wow.
his YouTube channel.
Oh, she needs a
PvP.
repeat.
You need a repeat?
She needed a repeat. Do you want another reading?
Or does she want to hear it again?
Well, the one you had, he'll give you another one. But the one he did was the smart thing to do is to be you. So here's the second part of your reading.
You get two. For the price
Who
of
is
one.
excited for the second one?
Oh man, this is a repeat.
Is
It
it?
must be special. A friend is a present you give yourself.
Ooh.
That was very
Ooh,
similar to Jerry.
whoa.
No, wasn't that one Don? No, that was Jerry's, I think.
Yeah, that was Jerry.
Yeah, that was
there's
Jerry's.
two of them.
That's
Seriously.
crazy.
Boy, that's
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 kind
just-
of like when you do your
Or-
card read.
when I do my Oracle
Yeah.
readings and stuff.
Yep.
Oh my God, that's
Oh,
hilarious.
Rachel, do you want a reading?
I bet you Rachel.
Oh, Rachel will take a reading.
Rachel will want a
She's already down
reading.
for a reading. But she's got to give permission. So
Me either.
we're just not going to touch them.
No, Jerry, yours wasn't that unique.
Yep.
Rachel, do you want? We have to have. So you have to tell us yes or no. Do you want a reading?
Adam, so
Okay, heck yeah.
okay,
There we
well,
go.
let's do this first. I'm gonna go refill my energy. Why don't you and Adam go over just the details of the class again one time, because we got new people in here. So date, time, place, all that stuff,
Okay.
like the 120-second presentation,
That's
Okay,
right.
and then
the elevator pitch.
when he comes back, we'll do the next reading.
Right.
So Adam was going over the class time. So it's the class dates are actually Saturday and Sunday from 9. It's basically all day Saturday and then 9 to 4-ish, 5 at the latest.
Yeah.
On Sunday.
Yep.
It's a lot of meditation.
Yep.
Which I'm looking forward to. It is in the most beautiful location. It's very calming. It's very peaceful. I love going out there for anytime I go for my Reiki sessions or even just when we have a friend hangout kind of thing. It's just really cool. And
Yep.
Adam will go over the class a little bit more.
Yeah. Yep. Like she said, yeah. So August 6th and 7th, Friday's optional. So, I mean, if you wanted to start your weekend a little bit early, you can certainly come out. And, but you go to survivalschool.com. Typically, the school is doing a lot of outdoor survival and various things of that sort. But Shamanic Journeys is the name of the class, Shamanic Journeys 1. And if you go into the classes or courses or calendar, you can find the dates. And then it'll take you to signing up for it. but a lot of it is dealing with learning who your guides are, and if you're religious, with your angels, and basically it's learning how to communicate with them.
Oh shit! Hang on, we got to get her out of there.
Come on, over here.
Oh.
Guys, this way. Bubba, this
Come on,
way.
Boo.
Come here. This way.
Sorry, Boo's tearing up the tech.
Come on. Boo,
Did
this
she
way.
knock that over?
I don't think she knocked anything over.
Okay. I heard something crash.
I think it was you just hitting the chair and everybody else.
My bad. Freaked out for nothing.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, Rachel.
But
Here we
but
go.
but yeah. So the concept is learning to communicate with your guides and angels, and then you're going to go several meditations all day Saturday and all day Sunday. There's lectures. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, other than you just being open-minded. So you really have to have that kind of if this is something that you want to change, because a lot of times we go through life, we don't know what to do. And, sometimes our friends and family don't know how to help us through it. So you reach out to your guides and angels, and they're able to kind of give you the correct course, that you should take for you to be, better off of where you want to go in life. And so, but yeah, you can sign up at survivalschool.com, and there's a special price right now, so you can still sign up. We're going to have meals provided for lunch and dinner on Saturday, and then breakfast and lunch on Sunday. Saturday starts at 9 a.m., but again, you can come out Friday. You can have just get into that meditation of, or get into that mode of just calming down, getting your week behind you. We're not scheduled anything Friday, but we might throw some things in there just for fun.
Hanging out with like-minded people. I mean, that's sometimes.
And that's the cool thing about it, especially those that are learning students. It's just kind of that vibe, that energy just kind of goes around, that positive stuff. And so we end up having a good time. Everybody connects. A lot of times, a lot of people just end up being friends moving forward, because you have a part, kind of like a special friendship with it, because you can always say, hey, I was experiencing this, did you, you can go back and forth with people and things. And so a lot of great, people that are signed up. I know some of them. There's a few that I don't, but again, it's going to be a lot of fun that weekend, and I'm looking forward to it, because I'm actually a co-teacher instead of a student and a teaching assistant. So now I get to be a part of help teaching it, and there's going to be live Native American music done by me on some of the guided meditations. So that's going to be an added thing that's never been done before. Usually it's always like a CD or, some type of taped music that helps out, because again, our minds are so chaotic. We have to learn how to kind of tone it down, because again,
surprisingly enough, though, I tried to submit my idea for metal meditation, and I never heard back anything from the guy.
Well, I mean,
it's innovative.
Maybe it's just something that you're going to have to, maybe if you take the class, Jeff, you can then adapt it to a more metal style.
The Green Swamp teaches class. We don't take classes.
Okay, well, hey.
We teach classes.
No problem.
How to bake little cookies with paper. All right, Rachel, here we go. It's your big moment. Ready? Let me tap in here real quick. The smart thing to do is be you.
That's a repeat
Thank
too.
you. Is it?
Yes, we just did that for Kelly.
Here's your. We'll mail this to you as a token of your.
No, we aren't. Give it to Boo. Boo's enjoying them. If you could see her cute little face right now, she's enjoying it.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I like the cookie show.
She's like, okay, and it's something I can eat without getting in trouble.
And again,
right?
Kelly and Rachel too. I just have to say this. I'll give the elevator pitch this time. I'm not making fun of mediums. I totally respect them, and I like to have fun with things. I mean, it's wait till you see me hit these freaking these TikTok live people. I'm gonna do a video about these, but it's gonna be a paranormal one. I mean, these people are nuts.
Nice.
I like a lot of paranormal people. So if you guys gave the pitch on the class, and if you forgot the survival, I had a question about that. Does this guy actually teach survival skills as well, like in different courses? Like
in different courses, yes, yeah. like even this weekend, he's teaching survival. It's a weekend course, but it's called 101. It's an accelerated version of a week-long survival. So how to make fire from, you know, whether it's the whole bow drill thing, you know, basically the rubbing of two sticks together, flint and steel. You learn water purification, you know, how some people just don't realize how to do it, you know. And
I've been watching that show Alone lately.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
Sure. Yeah.
And man, dude, like I really like, I'm going to look into his survival portion of stuff because I'm really, really interested in that. They brought some people up to gnarly places, man.
And Midwest Native Skills, I mean, they have a couple DVDs out too. They have fire making DVDs. They, you know, which is really cool because the one is I can't remember how many it is, but they show so many different styles of how fire is started. It's insane. But even then, you know, they try to give a little bit of a scientific, you know, explanation as to how it happened, like a bow drill fire, you know, basically the rubbing of two sticks together. There's a certain amount of temperature that has to happen to achieve a coal in the dust that you're creating. So, I mean, it's really fascinating stuff. But then again, you know, how to build shelters, the various different type of shelters, what shelter works for certain seasons and things. And, you know, basic plant identifications in your area. I mean, obviously around the country, there's different areas, but I mean, everything you think of survival, of how to, you know, if you're in an emergency situation, whether your car, you know, you're out in the middle of nowhere and your car, you know, dies, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? And it's just, do you have equipment? Do you not have equipment? So you learn how to use the stuff that you do have and how do you not have anything. So, I mean, going out and finding the best rocks to cut open a fish or, you know, an animal to eat, you know, that kind of thing is what's taught.
In my younger days, I used to do a lot of rustic camping, and I was involved in a thing. It was a church group, but it was called the Frontiersman Camping Fraternity.
Sure.
So it was all buckskin, teepees, muskets, and stuff. I mean, it was all old survival skills and that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm not going to say those. If you got a teepee that you brought with you, that's not a survival skill. But it was all rustic camping, and you know. So I do have a certain level of that. I've never done, and have always wanted to try it, but the cold weather.
Sure.
Like that's if you can do that, man, you can accomplish a lot.
They hold a class, and I can't remember if it's either in January or February in Maine. So you can imagine what it's like in Maine in January, February. It never worked out for me financially. Not that it was super expensive, but you do need a few things before you go, because even then, just to keep yourself warm on some elements of the class. But I mean, I've known, you know, I mean, one, just hearing all about it, but then having some of my buddies that were teaching assistants, you know, go and do the class. I mean, the main trip was always a lot of fun, and I've always kicked myself that I never got a chance to go, but you know, but that's kind of cool stuff, man.
Yeah, I'd like to do that sometime. Do that survival stuff.
Let's get your kayak out a little bit more.
Yeah, I do need to get on the water. I haven't got on the water in a couple of years. Or I didn't last year at all, and I have not yet this year.
Sitting back there all lonely.
And you know, and that's another thing. It's a. I love to go out there and fish, and I don't give a shit if I catch anything or not. To be honest, I kind of
he just has to.
Then I don't have to take it off the hook.
No, he likes to go fishing for his oars.
Yeah. The first time I went out there, I was floating around Collin Park, and I caught a decent sized catfish. It was pretty good. So I get it, take my picture, holding it up, blah blah blah, unhook it, put it back in the water, go to take off, and it's like, oh shit, where's my oar? It's way over there. So I had to hand paddle to go get my oar. When I was fighting this fish, it flew off. So then I found where the handles are that hold your oars.
And he now has a fishing net that he got for Christmas. He got he's gotten a couple of different things for his kayak now. He's got like his water protection bag. He's got like his little cooler spot that he has that has a lid on it. Mm-hmm. He's got his fishing net. He's got a place where he can hook his fishing net pole on it.
I want to take it to Carmen's house sometime and float around in her pond, and I want to flip it on purpose to see
how many fish come and get you.
Well, yeah, you're gonna get nibbled by minnows, but I want to see.
Anybody's going this weekend, bring a bucket if you want some fish.
Yeah.
Free fish.
I should have. I've actually worked camped out there the last couple of days. I should have
Oh
taken
my
my fishing
gosh.
pole.
It's intense. There's a lot of
Yeah,
bluegills.
they-
I mean,
the fish follow you around when you walk. It's crazy.
Rachel, if you ever want to come over, there's no real learning to it.
No.
I mean, at least in this river.
But
there's
yeah,
no rapid
and where we live, because I
You
mean,
ever
we
wanna do it?
literally have not even a quarter of a mile, not even 1/8 of a mile. We have a kayak launch,
Yeah.
so
if you
right
wanna
onto
do
a
it,
calm river. So
come out here. I'll take you over there, drop you off. You can spin around on the kayak for a while, and then call me when you get back. I'll come pick you up and pick the boat up.
Mhm.
You're not in any danger of. Well, you can always tip it, but like I did buy the fishing one, so it's got
A
a
little bit more
flatter, so
sturdy.
it's not as buoyant or.
well, and
not
our
buoyant
launch
as like
is
a
nice
canoe,
too
but-
because it sits between
Yeah.
two bars, so you put your kayak in, and so it's not going to tip when you go in
Yep.
either.
But yeah, so
Oh.
if you really want to do that sometime, just let us know. Come on out, and I'll take you over there.
And
And
we
drop you off.
actually we have two other launches by us too. We have one up in Michigan.
Yeah, that one's.
And
I like
that one
more.
goes right into the lake. And then the other one we have at Cullen Park, which is in the Bay area, but it goes out. You can take it. You'd have a little bit of a trip, but you can get out to the lake that way too.
But the one in the one up in Michigan that I go to, it's got like this grassy flooded area. So it's I like to see things, you know what I mean? So I detour around there. It's almost like trail walking,
Mhm.
but you're in a boat. It's fun.
There's a lot, and there's like a lot of stuff because there's a lot of the like swampy kind of. That's why I like it swampy in that area. So it's pretty cool.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
but yeah, that's true. Yeah. Also, bud is also one of those words where I can say, Adam, the Black Swamp medium is the greatest medium in the world, but whatever comes before the but is bullshit.
Right.
What you say. So, yeah, it's
Yup.
one of those words. Yep.
That's how it works.
So we're going to end the show tonight. I'm going to play a little video. So like I said, I'm doing some content for the Warren Patreon page. And this is a show that we're going to start doing. Chris McKinnell he's the grandson of Ed and Lorraine Warren. And he's a world traveler. He's from here, but that dude goes all over. He's been all over Europe. He's been all over South America.
He likes to travel.
Yeah. And learn things, and he's not all about paranormal haunted stuff. When he goes places, he wants to learn about the people and the culture. So he's constantly sending me videos and pictures. So we came up with a show we're going to call "Where in the World is Chris McKinnell?" So here's the intro for it. Let's find it in our little videos here. It's a short video. So.
Come in, command. This is Ghost Hunter. Over. We got your Ghost Hunter. What do you need? Command, we are dropping off the payload. Where's Chris? It's in full operation. Copy, Ghost Hunter.
Hi everyone, how's it going? Well, I'm not going to tell you where I am. Instead, I'm going to give you the chance to figure it out for yourself. We are doing some real fun stuff on our Patreon account now. All of that we earn there goes to supporting the foundation and helping families. But besides Warren Files Declassified, where we get into some real deep subjects, exclusive access to case interviews. Of course, we anonymize our clients so that nobody can ever figure out who they are, but it gives you a chance to see how we work. And travel videos and other exclusive content, we're starting something else that's brand new. Oh, I also forgot to mention, we do the readings for the demonologist and my personal commentary and discussion on each chapter. But we're starting something fun too. What we're doing now is called Where in the World is Chris McKinnell? just a little bit of fun. So I've been all around the world, from Africa to Asia, Middle East, you name it. I've probably been there, except for Australia and New Zealand, and New Zealand's on my list, probably this fall. But right now, where am I?
So there you have it. We've got to get Chris to steady his camera a little bit.
It's coming. I mean, this
So-
is first time doing it.
Where would you think he was based on that little video clip that you showed? And in the show, we're going to do like more clues, show more cultural things. And those skeletons were actually mummified things that the architects, like that was their houses, thousands of years ago. They set them up. So, but where would you guess he was?
Well, Kelly's got a good one.
I got to go back to.
I just happened to see hers
Egypt.
pop up.
No, it is not Egypt.
Ooh.
I thought it was Dubai.
And I'll say this, Adam. I'll give you a clue before you guess. Not even close. Egypt is not even close.
Mm-mm.
I was
I mean,
surprised.
When he told me where it is, I'm like, what? I would never guess this.
I would have guessed the Middle Eastern country.
Mhm.
Yeah, see, I would
Yeah.
maybe see that's the thing is I'm not going to sit there and tap into anything and really cheat, but I want to say maybe maybe some South America or something.
Mhm.
Getting warmer. It's in South America.
America.
Sweet.
He's holy shoot. We have a winner.
Yeah.
Rachel.
It is
It's in Peru.
Yep.
Very cool.
How did you know that, Rachel?
Just like it.
She's
Did she tap
She's-
into her psychic
she's
skills?
tapping
Did
in.
she cheat?
she
Cheater.
tapped in.
Whatever.
That's crazy because I
But
mean,
no,
I
it's-
would.
He's like I said, he's set me up. Okay, here's a really cool story that he had his guide tell, and this was in Peru. So like you saw that desert area, like how the hell have people lived out there for 1,000 years? They've lived out there for 1,000 years because they would find a tree. They knew that if a tree was growing, there was water underneath.
Right.
So they have trees over there that are thousands of years old, and they built cities around the one tree because that was the water source. I mean, if that's not metaphoric and cool as hell, I don't know what is, because
Right.
how else do you live out there?
You really don't. You
They use
really
it-
don't.
They use it to irrigate for their crops and to feed themselves. And I mean, it's the stories that he's told me have been, him and I have actually become pretty good friends, even though I've never shook his hand, if that makes any sense. But him and I talk a lot. We've become great friends, and the stories he tells of the people he meets and the things that they do different in other parts of the world, and it's amazing.
Rachel cheats. She follows them.
Oh, damn it. Well, we're going to have to get him to not do that if we're going to put out a show saying, where am I?
Uh-huh.
Because, if he's putting that stuff on his personal page, although the show it's going to be more, like in the show, it's going to feature that story of that tree, what I mean, in detail.
But still, we got to make sure he's not.
Yeah.
He's not doing
Leaking
that because then it gives it away where he's at.
That's great.
You need to tell him, hey, we did your clip and somebody knew exactly where you're at because they follow you.
But too, I mean, there's another thing too. People think that he's like some loaded guy because he's traveling the world and blah, blah, blah. He lives on his U.S. dollars income, which down there goes a long freaking way.
Oh
But
gosh, yes.
He legit, every cent, every item sold, every Patreon subscriber, any penny that comes into the foundation goes to helping people. It's nobody's getting a dime off the top. It's to help people. And that's it. And so I mean, it's really cool.
He posts all his travels in his page.
Oh, shit.
Well, he's got to stop doing that
No,
now.
but-
Right.
But the thing is, though, it's not like you win a prize at
No.
the guess. It's
But
just
still.
kind of a fun way to feature his travels.
He's got to give us a little bit of.
No, he's a
Trying to
good dude,
pull it
though.
out, yeah.
There's a lot I wish I could say. Have you ever heard of an Annabelle controversy?
What the hell was that behind you?
The door.
The door just completely opened up behind you.
Okay, no, that means either a dog went in or a kid went in.
Yeah.
Or a
Okay.
dog went out or
The
a
light
kid went
popped
out.
on, so I think
Yeah.
it went-
I know, I saw it too, and I'm like, I don't know if you saw me back, and I'm like, but no, so it's either a dog went in or a kid went in. So,
It was so
and
weird.
more than likely, it was probably a dog.
Although the lights on now. and I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
what-
the light's on, so Aaron may have went in there too. So,
But have you ever heard of any kind of controversy surrounding Annabelle?
yes,
the
a
dog?
living kid.
Yep, a living kid. Yes, not a living kid.
It's the one that's in the Air Force kid.
What-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, wasn't it like, you know, I thought the only controversy was like the doll itself. Like there was a couple different versions of it, and it was everybody always assumed it was the one, and it was supposed to be the other one.
Well, I heard a story the other day. Like
Can you go into it?
I
I
can't.
can't,
get into
you
it
can't.
Because there's. I've got to really tread water here because there is
There's something else going on, but he can't say. And I'm
That's
gonna nip him in the butt because
Yeah.
he's gonna say too much.
But
so
anyway,
see,
yeah,
it's black.
I'll
See?
shut up. But
That's
there's
cool.
there's definitely a controversy about
Mm,
the Annabelle that is on display now,
mm.
I get you.
and I've heard the real
Da
story.
da
and
da
I
da
was blown
da 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 da.
away. So we got Ron in here.
Hey, Ron.
Whippy.
He's with our team.
Hey, does Ron want a reading?
Does Ron need a reading?
Ron will take a reading if
Who's
Ron's
the
still
back?
hanging.
Who's back here? So she's like, hey, somebody take a reading.
New guy. Where's my reading?
Ron, you
Hey,
got to
Ron,
do
Ron,
it, man.
The Green Swamp Medium, which is myself, is doing our first ever live reading show. So you're going to get one whether you want one or not. You got to tap into my
Be ready,
knowledge.
Ron. Be ready. And it's not me giving it. It's the Green Swamp Medium. He's tapping in right now. He's tapping in.
I'm mad about this.
Do another one.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Bruce
we
was like,
gotta-
yeah, do another one.
Yeah, Boo's like, please, another cookie for me.
I'm pissed off.
Oh, this is great.
Boo's gonna be like, okay, we need to do more shows like this.
I think when you spend $2 on a bag of readings, that
I know, right?
3 different ones.
You know what?
Okay, I quit. A friend is a present you give to yourself.
Get
That's the
another
fourth
one.
time that's come up tonight.
Okay, I just thought of an ingenious idea. Cause I know how to make fortune cookies. I am going to.
Don't give away
Well,
the goddamn
I am
secret.
going. You know what I'm gonna do?
Look
I'm
who
no-
else is here.
Oh, I'm gonna make reading cookies. And
Why not?
Okay, Ron, apparently you don't get a reading that hasn't been done yet.
no, you got one more. The dogs are here. They need cookies. The dogs are happy right now. They're getting
Yeah.
cookies.
No, they're not. They're getting readings.
Yeah, they're getting readings.
They're getting readings.
Stop giving my secret to a woman. That was the exact. Okay, Ron, if this is different,
That's the one you're
that means
getting.
it's true.
This is great. I can't believe they're the same ones.
Okay, it's a new one.
Oh, good.
Woo-hoo!
Here we go. Here we go.
In-depth Green Swamp stuff. The social scene can be fun today.
Ooh.
Inspirational. Think about it. Just ponder that. That is deep. Sounds stupid, I get it, but it's deep. Just think about that. I don't elaborate like the Black Swamp does.
Right.
I think that's a waste.
He just tells it like it is.
That's right. You get a one-line reading from me, and that's it.
That's
if you
right.
guys could see the dogs and their lovely snacks for the
Bubba's
next
like,
couple of days.
One more reading. Bubba's like, I'll take one. So, there you
Boo's
go.
still
Rachel.
in the back.
Rachel, what the hell? What the hell?
Rachel wants one of those Green Swamp Medium #1 fan shirts.
Rachel. Oh,
Also,
Yeah.
you guys know that you know that Enchanted, what's that place?
Mystic Enchanted
Miss Lady Mystique.
Yep.
Enchanted.
House
forget
of
the
it.
name of it. She's got to change that name because no one can.
I
remember.
know. Hold on, I can find it real
But she's
quick.
doing a psychic fair again this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. this
that's
time.
right. Yep.
So It was a cool event. I like her store. I like her shop. Oh shoot! Hey, wait, we're not fighting over reading. There's plenty of readings to go around because we went through all of them because they were all the same.
Right.
But yeah, so that's a weekend event.
Where'd it
It's at the
go?
Sequard Building downtown this weekend.
By the way, there was a shadow figure behind you guys, and it looked like it might be an Aaron.
It probably is.
She's probably-
It was. It was.
She's still pissed off at me because I didn't buy Rudy's tonight.
Oh,
So,
Rudy's. Oh my God.
Someone
Coney
should
dogs,
have
baby. Wait,
now
wait.
these
Ooh.
Dana's children need to know what's for dinner at 9:30 in the morning. So when they're in town, I will get a text
What's for dinner?
because I spoil them.
What's for dinner? Yep. What's for dinner?
And
What's
because
for
I
dinner?
didn't get a Rudy's today, I'm the meanest stepdad in the world.
It's Enchanted Mystics Arts House of Intuitions.
There we
I knew I'd find it.
go. Adam, are you doing a show Saturday?
I am doing a show Saturday. Yeah.
Any
It's going to be
topic
open.
or-
It's this one's unusual because it's just going to be open discussion because I could at any point drop out because my wife and daughter are going away in a Girl Scout kind of camp out weekend sort of thing. So it's just me and my son. So I mean, I may have to like disappear. So I thought I'd not go into a hardcore topic, but I am looking to do a show next week on another show about light language, which is something I've kind of been tapping into besides channeling, which is a different subject. But I kind of had some light language stuff happening recently, and that's a whole fascinating
Yeah.
topic. Really
I actually
depth.
I watched one of your shows where you had a guest talking about that, and she
Yep.
actually did it during the show.
Yes. In fact,
See, here's-
that'll be what I'm going to be doing. I'll be on her show, but we
Okay.
just haven't. But she doesn't have like a regular, certain day a week thing. So
Yeah.
it's just like we're just going to throw it in there whenever it works out. But it'll
We're
be
gonna
next
do
week
it.
at some point.
And we're gonna do a show on Toge's page on Sunday. We're gonna do Crips.
Yeah, I saw that.
Who's choking on a reading? So we're gonna have actually Joe Shortridge from 222 is gonna be on
Perfect.
talking about Bigfoots, and Harold still wants to, and I hopefully I can go this year. But we're gonna do a serious Bigfoot hunt down in Hocking Hills,
Yes.
And that may be a possibility
and we are
now.
not taking Uncle Jeff and Becky because. So Harold is this dream of doing this serious Bigfoot hunt. And is she? You all right?
You okay?
He's down there joking. So, but he always takes Uncle Jeff and Becky with him as his, film crew and aides. And the problem is they're shit faced by 10 in the morning. So,
Right.
so they're
Right.
stumbling down the hills taking blurry photos. It's just, I tell you what, as Harold's editor, I get all of his raw footage. This stuff oh my God. The B-rolls are so funny, or the bloopers, I guess.
That would be
Him and Becky, like, no, you got to say this. Harold, I did. They freaking fight back and forth. It is so damn funny. Like, I love doing this.
that's a whole DVD a show in itself. I mean, those are great.
The Bigfoot.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
be honest with you. They did a thing down in. We went to the Buxton Inn, and they were around one of the grave sites. I'll never be able to play it because they won't let me. But maybe if they pass away or something someday, all bets are off. I'm playing it. But the two arguing about shit, it's just hilarious.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. I was right on Adam's reading.
Huh?
I was
What, you
right.
texted?
Yep. See, I'm getting those little spidey. They're slowly coming in.
Little by little, that's how it started.
Little
Dude.
things.
12 readings tonight with 3 messages.
That's fantastic. That's awesome.
Good stuff. Good show.
I'm seriously thinking about that idea that I just came up with the readings. Yeah, it's a gimmick that would probably sell.
Where are we selling?
Oh,
I'm game.
we could offer it at our gallery readings. That would be one of our options, the Green Swamp.
I told you, man, that I'm gonna sit out. Like I'll be like the warm-up band.
I
I'll sit out
grant
at the
you,
edge of the driveway.
grant
with
you
a
the
card table.
readings I would put in there would probably
Readings,
be a
50 cents.
little bit different than that,
I
but
know where you're going. I know where you're going. Yes.
that'd be cool.
Yes. That would be actually quite the entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you make them the way I know you're making them.
You're definitely going to have to clue me in on this at some point. So, Adam, here we go. I talked about this, started to talk about it earlier. We got sidetracked somehow. Imagine that.
Us get
Do you- have
sidetracked?
you- Okay, here we go with the politics. I'm not going to get political, I promise. Do you know who Glenn Beck is?
Yeah.
It's over here.
Yeah.
Okay, have you ever heard of Stu's Power Hour show?
Stu's Power. I don't think so.
Okay,
I
so he
watched
does,
it one time.
he
Very
does a
interesting.
show where they take a shot of beer
Okay.
every 60 seconds for an hour.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that's 5 beers, plus they play games
Then you have to
where
take
if
a
you lose, you
special
have
shot.
to take a shot.
A special shot. Of
So
whatever
anyway,
you brought.
I think the Halloween special this year needs to be a panel, and we're going to do a power hour.
But we're doing, so far it's myself, Jeff, my nephew, Harold, Uncle Jeff.
And half the people don't even know they're on it yet.
No, because Harold said he would do it.
Did he?
Yeah, I think you
Okay.
told it, and I think you said you had to get Uncle Jeff.
Yeah, Uncle Jeff.
And
That's
then,
hilarious.
and then Becky, if she's not working,
Yeah.
then myself, and yeah, so,
So
and
we're
then,
going to sit there and we're going to just talk ghost shit and drink
Are you
like
are
a
you
lot.
doing this on Halloween, or are you going to
Yeah.
still do this on
around
like the,
Halloween.
around
Around
Halloween.
Halloween.
okay?
It'll
Because Halloween
definitely
is
be on
on
a weekend.
Monday.
Yeah,
Halloween
no,
is
it
on
won't
It'll be
really
the
be,
Saturday before.
yeah, we won't do it on
Yeah,
the Halloween,
No, hell no.
because we pass up. 'Cause
I do-
Halloween's my favorite holiday.
Nothing. I have nothing scheduled at this point on the 29th, Saturday
Okay.
the 29th.
Yes,
So
then you will.
Well,
I
I,
can-
think, well, we try to keep it
You will
open
be
because it's
invited.
Halloween, so obviously, because I know we have readings and actually you and Carmen have readings in BG on October 15th.
yes, we do.
Mhm.
I got the calendar open. I'm looking at the
I
same
know,
time.
that's how I know, you know, because I know you're looking, I can't look at it because I got comments on my iPad right now.
I actually
Yep.
canceled my reading schedule for that day because that's how important the power hour is.
And
Yes,
Kelly's
people can
right.
Definitely play along at home.
Yeah,
Or
That's
you know what, we
encouraged.
could do it. Kelly, you can maybe join us via Zoom or
yeah.
not Zoom, but StreamYard. We can-
Yeah, you could.
Another thing I've always wanted to do too is just get a bunch of people. Like, I want to do it at a place and do like a roundtable discussion
Yep.
about paranormal stuff. I think that-
Those are fun. Those are a lot of fun.
It's
It
great,
probably
Joe,
is the
isn't it, the
devil's night.
29th Devil's Night, so what, I
Yeah,
mean,
it is what it is. We'll be dead wish.
and then also where Hocus Pocus is coming out.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hocus Pocus.
So what, September 29th, I think? We are trying to work our magic with Harold and seeing if he's got something we need and maybe doing
Yeah, we
a
might do a
screening of Hocus
backyard
Pocus
movie.
backyard movie. Because if anybody knows me, they know I love Hocus Pocus. Love the movie. I have, everybody cannot figure out, okay, my office, well, my cubicle, it's all this nice beachy stuff and it's all like real beachy. And then you have this one corner shelf and there's the 3 Sanderson sisters in a group.
My cube
And-
Ouija boards.
So it's like, and they just sit there, but everybody's like, because they sit out year round. I'm like, and I know when somebody's touched them.
Speak of the devil.
Yep, say devil and she calls.
Oops. We didn't say that out loud, did we?
No, I did not say that out loud.
Good thing.
But yeah. So everybody laughs because I'm like, and now that I have a cricket, Hocus Pocus is even going to be more fun because I can make my own Hocus Pocus shirts now. It's like,
Oh,
yeah.
Kathleen, you are definitely coming in on the tail end.
But do you want a reading?
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah.
Oh, you
Well-
have to open your next one.
Huh?
Don't you have another one?
No. No, I'm not opening the
Oh, okay.
second bag if they're opening the same shit. Stuff.
Here, just grab one and read it.
No.
50-50
I think we
shot.
need to. I think we need to wrap up the show. We're at $1:18 here, so.
Yeah, it's almost my
I think it's been
bedtime.
fun.
Oh, she
wants
said
to read.
please.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me tap in. Kathleen, how do we know each other? First, tell me that, please. I need a little background info.
You should just know that, Green Swamp. Yeah.
I do know, but I want to confirm.
Oh, there you go.
I know, but
Want
I
to see if she's right.
right.
Oh, Harold's watching too. Does Harold want one?
Oh, Jesus, Eric's watching?
Yes,
How did we find this out?
because I can see it on here. So you might have to tap into that other bag. We can always put it as a block bag.
So Kathleen, your reading for the evening is: you will step on the soil of many countries. Out. And I feel weird doing this to somebody we don't even know who she is, because listen,
what?
Kathleen, we're doing fortune cookie readings, okay? I'm like,
Oh,
have you ever seen The
Tramp-
Wizard of Oz? Well, I'm
Tramp's
like the
back,
guy
too.
behind the curtain.
Tramps.
Tramp, you need a reading tonight? I'm giving out readings, Tramp. So if you want one, tell me.
It's so great.
Open up. I believe it opened my second round of readings.
Yes.
You just got to keep stepping up your game, Jeff. I mean, it's just one thing after another, man. Before you know it, you'll be.
I'm telling
be-
you, I found his niche. I found it, and I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do it.
I'll be in. I'll stand in line.
Tramp, here we go. Give me a second. I gotta. Tramp, what are you wearing on your left hand? I feel that ties into it. Don't mind the man behind the curtain. What is said does not always. What is said today does not always come true tomorrow. You go, Tramp. These are the readings that we do.
He said, "Repeat what he was talking."
I lost it in the pile of readings. Okay, we can't repeat anything at this point. You're just
Boo is like,
gonna have to go back and rewatch.
Boo is like so
apologize.
excited right
Yeah, the
here.
dogs love the readings tonight.
Oh my.
So, Kathleen, you never told us how we know you.
Yeah.
Tramp, that's my abilities, man. I bake them and then I read them. Or go to the Chinese restaurant and buy that for $2.
I'm telling you, I am going to bank on those now.
So
I'm
like
gonna make
I
them.
said earlier, if I do a gallery reading, I'll charge $300. You know what? I'll get 2 bags. So I'll spend $4. That's a net profit of $2.96 all damn day. You said Harold's watching? How did you know?
No, she's from the
Oh.
UK.
Hey,
Oh,
damn it! Now I feel bad. I
Okay.
apologize.
all right. So Kathleen, we're gonna explain this to you. So that reading. So no,
Don't go out and sell your house.
no.
tomorrow if that's what
So
it was.
Adam, the Blank Swap medium that's on with us, and our friend Carmen, they're both mediums, and then I am working on my mediumship skills.
And I'm
so-
the teacher.
And so Jeff got upset because he was not in the he was not in a group chat with us. So he decided to call himself the Green Swamp Medium. And so he's always trying to say he's a medium. So he came up with this great idea that this is how he was going to do his readings. He gets fortune cookies and he cracks
What?
them, and that's his reading.
Let's be honest. Did I lie about the,
Yeah,
the
I
show
mean-
topic tonight? It was a reading show.
Yeah, it's a reading
I read
show.
every damn one of them.
Yeah,
Even
and so and then we had lots of repeats. So, but that is where
Ooh,
the
this
readings are
fortune
coming
cookies,
from.
I like this idea. Where do we buy these?
I love Kelly's.
Yeah.
Kelly's is great.
Oh, Kelly, you need to get with me, and so we can come up with ideas. I'm telling you, I'm gonna start making fortune cookies, reading cookies, and I'll make Miss Fortune cookies. I
Oh
bet that
man.
will
But
go
anyway,
on.
I definitely think we should say hello to the UK.
Yes,
Kathleen, are you part of the Warren Legacy Foundation? Is that how you stumbled on us, or because we have some UK members? I'm just curious. And I'm talking to her, and she's going to type a comment, but I'm silently sitting here like she's going to actually talk to me. So that's pretty stupid.
Right.
I got some for my birthday. They're black.
I don't know if I want to do black ones.
Oh, okay, Miss 2022.
No, she's not through
Oh,
Warren.
okay. Well, thank you
Just-
for stumbling onto us.
Sorry, it's not like an Adam reading, but
No,
you
this-
got a green swamp medium, so
So, Kathleen, we do have to explain that, like, we are serious paranormal investigators, and Adam is
Oh.
a legit medium, but we what'd you say? It's fun. Okay.
She
But,
found us on-
but we
that's
do
awesome.
have fun with it too. You know, we enjoy to do a fun show every once in a while, but we are serious about what we do in real life. We just pretend online.
Don, what
Right.
can't I say?
Oh, I know what he's talking about. You said you don't like the black ones.
Oh,
Yeah, you can't say
My
that shit.
gosh.
It's 2022. Fuck, now we're gonna
now really gonna get it.
this whole thing is gonna get taken down.
Nice
So
going, Jeff.
I got to strike the last show that we did.
For what?
It said we used something and it was copywritten.
Oh, I got one too for
What-
the countdown music for StreamYard.
Is that what
I
it
get it
was?
for.
That's what I thought.
That's what I get it for, and it clearly says StreamYard. So that's the
Oh,
horrible
see, mine
thing
didn't
about
say
it. I'm
that.
like, I just ignore it now because it's ridiculous. Because I'm
'Cause
like,
it said a
go
portion
ahead.
of your show has been muted.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
what portion? Like, what did we do?
yeah. And it's the countdown music that it literally says StreamYard. So
Sure.
it's
Yeah.
has nothing to do with
Yeah.
you. It's
Yep.
theirs.
And so that's just some jackass on there freaking claiming
Yep.
strikes that probably has nothing to do with the account.
Yep.
So do you just at one point did you just keep going up against them and
No, well, if it's the Facebook one, there's not a whole lot you can do. If it's another person or company or something like that, you can fight it.
Yeah.
And that's like the
Yeah.
couple times I had this one group that did it 3 or 4 weeks in a row, and every single time I kept saying hello, and I just started writing to them personally and going, you guys keep flagging me for something that's not even mine. It's
Yeah.
not yours either. It is StreamYard, who I pay a service through. So
Right.
stop
Yep.
doing it.
well someone played they got us that one time for our intro music that his
Right.
brother
my brother
wrote.
wrote
Right.
and said we could use, but it was on YouTube, so I think YouTube
Yeah.
matched it. Like,
Yes.
stupid.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
goofy. I mean, it's so weird how that all works out. And it's so, I mean, yeah, like
And
we're,
the-
we're all making thousands of dollars per episode
Yeah.
here.
Exactly. Yeah, I made a total of, well, no, I lost $4 tonight. So,
Yeah.
Right. So
No, it
we're
is.
in the hole.
yeah, we're in the whole $4 for 2 bags of
Yeah,
readings.
but now we have great ideas because now I'll make those and then he's all set because then you know what? You charge $5 a reading for one cookie crack or reading crack.
She said crap.
So for every reading crack, you get
Yep.
$5.
That's great. Got to do it.
Yep. All right.
And then we'll charge $10 for the misfortune ones.
Right. Yeah. That's the
I'm
special bag.
trying to say, man, I almost got the show banned like right now. So
That's the special bag.
yeah, that's right. So, all right, everybody, thank you for watching tonight. And those that showed up late, go and watch the beginning, and you'll hear Adam talk about the actual legitimate topic before we get strayed by the reading guy. And he talks about the class that they're doing. Just go watch the beginning. We'll post stuff about it on the page. And thank you all for watching, and thank you, Adam, for being on. I mean, it was last minute. Like,
No problem. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
No,
Gary.
Harold,
actually,
we got
no.
a pile going on.
No,
here.
Harold, those are glue cookies now.
Right.
She gets the readings.
All right, what's Harold's reading?
Oh, okay, Harold's getting a reading.
Last one. I know
Last
we
one.
end this show 4 times before we
Yeah.
actually end
Right.
it. That's how it goes. They're
Oh,
both freaked out.
he cracked the reading and the dogs are like, what?
I'm not reading that one for the 5th time.
And this is a new
It's a second
bag.
bag, man. What the? And
Oh, here comes Boo from, oh no, she's right here.
these Chinese people need to get. Harold's special. He needs a new one.
Bubba's right there.
Cute break one off.
Another
Maybe
one.
it's fate. Maybe it's fate. He's supposed to
don't
have them.
Well, maybe he should, because this one has came up 3 times in a row. So this might be a legit reading.
That's it. Do it.
a friend is a present you give yourself.
Oh, that could be very true.
No, I'm sure most people in here know that, like, you know, Harold and I, seriously, man, I mess with that guy online all the time. I dog him, he dogs me. Like, but he seriously, like, is my mentor. He is like, I mean, I know he gets stupid when I talk about this stuff and bluff, but like, seriously, man, I love that dude to death. I am who I am in the paranormal field because of him. You know what I mean? He has taught me a shit ton. There was one time I'm standing there with the camera filming them. Adam, you were there.
Yeah.
And it was at the Maxwell haunting. And my back was to the basement stairs and something rolled up and you saw me walk away. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Like something came up behind me. And you actually saw what came up behind me. Harold looked at me and he goes, "You're here for this. Get back and do your job." Like, he stern, like, you know, but he would never put you in a dangerous situation.
Right.
He'll push you,
He'll push you to your
But he will
limit,
not-
but he won't let anything happen
and
to
he'll
you.
always supervise to make sure that nothing bad is going to happen.
Right.
I mean, I love the dude to death, and anytime, you know, he's on work, he's just going to have to deal with me saying that. So anyway, Tramp, I will talk to you about that off air. Sometime soon. I got to look at my schedule and all that stuff. We do have well, no, we're not going to get into that because we've already ended this 3 times.
Let's go for 5. Let's go for 5.
No. Thank you all for watching, and thank you, Adam, for joining. And
Thank you.
Goodbye. Namaste. And all that.